Hello and welcome back to episode 19. I accidentally did it a little bit like 17 again, but oh well. There we are, episode 19.
Psych! I've messed up the intro. I was looking at it and all the sounds all wrong. So while I'm fixing it, have this video of me and Ben. I also forgot it'll be copyright, so I'm going to sing over it. I'm not surprised, not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track. Talk myself in, I talk myself out.
So where should we start then? Should we start with the big day that was Saturday?
I reckon we'll go for the birthday, yeah.
Birthday, right. Well, I'm now 27. Woo!
Oh, it's actually been your birthday.
Yeah. It wasn't on the last one, was it, when we're recording it? So yeah, it's actually been my birthday now. I'm a very old man. I've started using crutches and stuff now, and a walking stick, not crutches. I haven't broken my leg. I just started walking around with a walking stick, and now we're not top hats, what they call flat caps. Yeah.
I reckon I've just changed my mind. I reckon we start. Sorry, the police are coming to get us. I know. It's probably a wise idea to shut the door, since that doesn't block any light.
That's a good point. I think we kind of keep this in.
yeah, that's fine. I think we should start on your actual birthday. I forgot that we didn't start on your actual birthday.
Right. Okay.
So Thursday, you went to work. How was that?
Yeah, it was fun.
Good.
It's a normal day.
Yeah.
But
You came back.
I came back, and then we had a lovely little day at night, didn't we?
Yeah. Took you out for a gorgeous meal at what I'm gonna pronounce Suki Suki.
Yes, but what we like to call it is sucky sucky.
Suki Suki, yeah.
It's a bit like a happy ending for a massage, but we literally have it after food, so works for me.
We got some good food. We've both got ramen.
We did.
That was nice. Mine was very hot actually, but I enjoyed it. And Ben walked out without pain.
Wow.
Mr. Entitled.
Wow.
No, I'm joking.
So I honestly was thinking the whole time we were going, we need to go and pay, don't we? And then you went to toilet and came back, and I was like, and then you was like, should we go? My head went, and I didn't even think to ask. I got halfway down through Deansgate, away from the swing, and I was like, oh shit, we haven't paid. I think it must have crossed my mind that you'd done like something when you were down there, because luckily you'd paid. I feel like my head went, but I feel like you're always on it with that stuff, so I feel like you would have been like fine.
Yeah.
My head went. I just carried on walking and went, oh shit, we haven't even paid. So thank you for that, mate.
Panic for longer, but for some reason I just knew you were going to spend an absurd amount of money in Primark, so
that is true.
maybe I'll just cover in my bases for you.
What a lovely man you are. £75.
And apparently, allegedly, someone in Primark just kept stealing clothes as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, flipping it. I must have been that oblivious. I was just like flipping walking over, so.
Yeah, they stole a pair of denim shorts and a Billie Eilish top.
Flipping it. I mean, that's very specific, isn't it? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I can't remember.
Put it out.
Yeah, well, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Primark, big shop. So
Big shop, yeah.
that would pretty much.
I spent 75 quid in there anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. So that were basically your birthday. We didn't really do anything else, did we? We came home.
No, yeah, came home.
Came in.
A little.
Yeah.
Came in, yeah, each other, yeah. No, we were really nice. What did we do when we got back?
Probably went to bed.
I think we did, didn't we? Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it was nice.
I can't think of anything.
Did I play Assassin's Creed? Most likely, yeah.
Very like.
I played Assassin's Creed.
Or that, or you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, one of the two.
Yeah, it's my only two personalities at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and my third one being Ginger. Because apparently that's the only personality trait I've got is being Ginger. A lot of people say to me so.
Nice.
Hopefully you don't think that when you watch the pod, but...
Black/ginger.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. What a good topic idea. Apparently I can say the... No, I'm joking. Apparently I'm black now. Which is kind of crazy because I feel like I'm the whitest person ever. I mean, I am getting more and more freckles nowadays, so I'm hoping I just become one big freckle, so I don't know if that's getting me any closer, but probably not.
No.
Because then you
probably.
turn my arm over, and for the people that are watching on video, I am very pale.
You're a very pale man. I'm just going to check that this is still rolling because my mum just rang me because she's a fool. But it is still rolling, so we're okay. This is another edit that we're going to leave in.
Yes.
Yeah, just checking.
We edit the good stuff, but we're leaving the behind the scenes because we know you really want to know what we do. And what we're really going to tell you is that we're not at the tripod for the past 3 episodes.
No, that's why you keep seeing white every time I move the phone.
You've been taped up to a light with a piece of paper and sellotape for a while now.
Yeah,
but it works.
It's fine. We came back with a bang.
We did.
So. And the bang was the light falling over because we didn't have the stand. So
yeah.
Where were I before my rude mum called me?
Birthday, thief.
Oh, yeah.
Assassin's Creed. Personality. Me being black.
You being black.
Me being black. See, I always thought that you were my darkest friend, and apparently now I am my own darkest friend.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all right for myself, aren't I?
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Instead of the White Knight.
Exactly. I love it. I was gonna say, like, my head were going to Ginger Ninja then. I was like, what could be the other version? But yeah, maybe I'd just stray away from that because
you say that 3 times fast.
I don't think I want to.
No. Okay.
Because you know what it'll be? It'll be a fact of I'll have to look at you in about 2 or 3 days and go, mate, can you please edit that out?
Yeah.
It'll be a moment where I'm like, I know it's funny because it was an accident and like stuff like that, but it did just sound a little bit too close to something else.
Something else, yeah.
Something else. God knows what, but something else.
Yeah. So Saturday came about.
It did.
That was good. We started it early as well.
Yes. Yeah.
I was getting a bit worried about getting the 7 tons of bacon that you made on my clothes, so I didn't get changed until after we ate.
Yeah, I didn't even have a shower till after I cooked because I thought I don't really want to be smelling of a pig, like because the amount of food I made that morning, I didn't think people were just gonna keep coming in. I had my list of who was coming for food and stuff, and I had that idea, and then more people came, and I was like, right, well, I'm not making the food because it's fine because they've come after, but I ended up making other people a few more. I went up to George and I was like, kind of wanted her to say that she doesn't want any bacon now. She wants more later, right, the next day instead of another butty. Because I gave her a bit of a smaller one. I went over and I went, do you want one? And she looked at me and went, do I even need to answer that? I was like, I shouldn't have asked.
No.
Because I cooked it the next day as well. But yeah, I made bacon and sausage butties for everyone. Obviously, not everybody had sausage, not everybody had bacon. And some people had both. We had both, obviously, big boys and all that. And yeah, we loved it. Everybody really liked it, so I was pretty chuffed about that. Somehow, I didn't panic once while making them. I think I stayed pretty calm. The only thing was I was very red by the end of it and I needed a shower.
Well, you got your shower in the end. Well, every single person was in the apartment.
Yeah, well, every single person was in the apartment. Yeah. Luckily, James wasn't here. Otherwise, people would have kept coming in and watching and looking at me.
Yeah, that's true.
So that would have been bad. I kept saying. So Ashlyn came, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah, she did. She was in my room. Name drop. Ooh, reveal. And she was. She stayed in my room getting dressed for about an hour or two. And I kept saying, probably not very nice of me. I kept saying, well, one at a time if you're going to go and see her. And I kept saying it's like a zoo. I said, you can feed her, but only bread and stuff like that. And I just kept saying stupid shit. Because it made me happy. And she was very nervous about meeting everyone. And I was a proper arsehole when she walked out. I kind of went, oh, here we are. And then I just started clapping. Just started proper like.
Yeah, horrible. Horrible.
You literally looked at me and you said, you went, don't do that or something.
Yeah. I am a horrible man. But I was there and I was like, don't do that.
Yeah, that was a bit mean, wasn't it?
You will make her cry.
But the thing is, to be fair, it kind of works. I think a few people joined in.
Yeah, works it with you.
Yeah, I was happy. But you say works it with me?
Because it was you.
Because it was me, yeah, true.
Yeah. No, it was...
It was really
I was
nice.
going to say it was funny, it went. But, no, it was nice. You got a special outfit, didn't you, for the day?
My Love Island fit.
Your Love Island fit.
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
So,
please?
it was... my trainers are gone on now. They're still quite mucky. Some white socks, and it was just pure white.
Nice.
Pure white. It was doing really well for hours. I didn't spill myself out last year. Last year, I spilled myself with my first drink or second drink. Blood of Guinness, had to change. Mm-hmm. And then I had a full orange outfit on this time. I didn't spill about my 4th drink, so, making improvements. Maybe when I hit 30, I won't spill a toe.
Maybe.
Or I'll just drink more.
I feel like you could have described Scrooge.
Scrooge.
With that description that you just said. You said I had white trainers on and a white fit
And a white sleeping hat.
and a sleeping hat on. You had the shorts on, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You were dripping. You looked like you were going around the fire pit.
I did, mate. I'm telling you. I was ready for it. I don't know what I was ready for, but I was ready for the day. And I was can't be ready for Love Island anymore.
No, that's true.
Maybe let's get on and get the money and dip. Maybe that's the plan. But yeah,
Split or steal.
supposed to. One of them's got to steal at some point.
Yeah.
I think I'd do it just to see, because I'm
I
making enough
fancy-
money at the end, aren't I? So you know what I mean?
Yeah, just get some brand deals or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on a Boohoo Man thing.
Yeah. What would I pick? Maybe I'd do
What do you
like.
mean? Like who would you work for?
Yeah, like maybe I'd do like a sauce. Maybe I'd
Pretty
do it for
Little
like
Thing?
Ed Sheeran sauce.
Oh, right,
or
yeah.
Pretty Little
Sorry.
Thing's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Different
That to be fair.
wavelengths.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a Levi Roots sauce. Maybe I can just start singing reggae or something.
Because you're black.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's allowed now. You know.
I don't think they say that word in the song.
Maybe I
so
could play him in like a biopic or something like that. Maybe that's what they'll start doing now.
My head would go west if that happened.
But they keep me looking exactly the same. But I'm just in a biopic for all these people.
That'd send my head. If like someone just rocked up and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm Stevie Wonder." Like, why you sound like you're from Yorkshire?
Just a ginger with a just a ginger with a receding hairline. Guilty.
Yeah. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Oh,
Okay.
banger to be fair.
No, I'd hate that.
It'd be so bad. Like
I'm stressed now.
I know. I'm sorry, mate. I'm just trying to think. Like,
Starting this episode again.
imagine me just rocking up and doing the biopic of like Denzel Washington or something like that. Be cool, that wouldn't it? Me feel like doing like bits of his films and stuff like that. I don't even know what he does besides his films. He's good in The Equalizer. Are you trying to think of someone?
No,
You're just trying to get away from this conversation.
I'm trying to picture you in Equalizer 2.
Oh, Equalizer 2. Oh, I think have you ever seen the third one?
No, wait, there's a third one.
Yeah, there's a third one. It's good. So he starts at the beginning, right? It's not really a spoiler 'cause it's at the beginning, so I'll let it off. He sits there, right? He sits there like this, and he's just like looking all cool. And maybe I could just do that scene, and he like just goes badass and just kills everyone just like this, like.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just me, little white ginger.
A little white ginger.
Yeah, it's like it's like have I put the wrong equalizer on?
No, don't say that.
No, I think what would be worse if people actually started thinking I was Denzel Washington.
You look like a spoof.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I look like a scary movie.
What would you be called? Like Divider 2 or something?
I like that. That's good.
Thank you.
That'd be the third one probably because I can only do the third one. Can't do any more.
You could do it sounds too much like a rip-off if you did Takeaway.
Take
I feel like it's more of a film that I have to look for.
which one's take? Wait, I'm thrown off. You're gonna have to
I
tell
was
me.
thinking of Taken.
Take. Oh, of course. So I'm gonna be honest. Really stupid. I was thinking to Take Me Out. I was thinking, what am I gonna be Paddy McGuinness? He's not black.
No.
And I couldn't think of anything else. All I kept thinking in my head is like, no likey, no lighty, and I was trying to get away from it, but I couldn't.
I feel like my awful joke went under the radar then.
Sorry. Oh no! Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Moving on.
That's brilliant. What is it?
Yeah, so I had my bacon and sausage.
I was trying to think of a joke of like, I will find you and I will kill you, but it was something else. But what would they say? And I can't. No.
I'll pick, I'll deliver or something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. No.
I will pick you up and I will drop you off.
That is so good. That is so good. Oh my god. Oh. Wait. I'm just outside. 2 minutes down the road.
I pull up.
Start shooting everyone.
Those shits.
I just wanted my pizza.
That's awful.
I know. Oh.
No, it was a good day, your birthday.
Do you know? I think that's good because obviously I'm innocent and didn't take the nonce.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
It's a very good thing. Yeah, it was a good day. Sorry. Yeah, it was a very good day. We sausage and bacon butties went down a treat. People came in. All my mates were stood in the side where we're recording from, and I just went, I'm gonna have to take a picture because the amount of people were in this flat, and they're all stood there like they were on like you were picking out like a mugshot of who's killed someone. And I honestly I looked at Jordan and I went, it's got to be him. Out of all them, it's got to be him.
It's got to be done.
It's got to be him. What is it like? He stole us something. It's him. He's killed a man. Him. He's it's him.
It's just got to be. Never mind where he is. Like, you could have a perfect alibi, and I'm like, it's still him, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still exactly.
It just is like
They've got to caught red-handed film somebody. It's like no, there's the one on the left of him.
just take him as well. 2 for 1. You know what I mean? He's done something.
He's
I don't know what it is.
God knows what it is. We'll
find
done
out
something.
eventually. It'll come out.
Give it a year. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I had a pre-planned outfit as well.
Yes.
I had denim shorts and a Billie Eilish song.
Oh, that's the best thing you said. That's quality. Oh, that's quality.
Yeah, they were a really good fit.
What a circle line that was. I don't even know what to call it. What turnaround.
This is one of those episodes where nothing's going to plan, I think.
No, but we're enjoying ourselves, and I'm hoping you're for the ride.
Just skip the song.
No, please, Doc. I'm crying.
Yeah, it were a good outfit. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed wearing it. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold, wasn't too expensive. Yeah, no, it went nice.
They were really nice, mate.
Yeah, we got a bit lost halfway through the day, didn't we? I think. Well, there were 30 of us, and it started off really well. Apart from the fact I left to get someone, and then I had to stand in a queue to get back in.
That were rough. Yeah.
It was at like 2:30 in the afternoon. I was like I'm queuing up for some nightclub or something.
Yeah.
And I think it were one person out, one person in. So like it weren't even like, look at the ID, next person. Look at the ID, next person. I'm thankful I still get ID'd, like, but
yeah, exactly. It's.
I also think I could have gone in quicker, but I tried to get round the back. So I left the queue.
I kept going over to you. I did think when we gone back, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have suggested this. But I think I said, oh, there's a bit round back. We'll go and try it, right? And then you came around, and then I came over. And then for some reason, obviously, we've had a few pints. We just looked at each other, and you were like, tell that guy it's your birthday. He'll let you in. Like the bouncer over the wall. And I went up to him, and I went, mate, come on, it's my birthday. Please let him in. And he just looked and went, no. And I went, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I would defeat it instantly. Yeah.
I was like, show him your ID. Show him your ID. And you were like, no.
I was like, I don't know what that's going to achieve. He's not going to look at it.
No, he wouldn't have done.
I thought with the recent TikTok trend that I might have, been all right. But,
What's this?
The ginger thing I was saying.
Oh, right. Okay.
I thought we're on the same wavelength, But no, apparently not. I don't think that's bad. I said it and then thought maybe that sounds worse than what I meant it to be.
The bouncer was black.
Yeah. That's
It's what we're saying.
Yeah. That's what I tried to say.
Brothers in arms.
Apparently so. I'm very happy about it, to be honest, though. But yeah, about the old TikTok thing, I feel like people are really starting to respect me now.
Gingers, right?
Yeah. But I forgot to bring them over. But so when we were all in the flat, I was like, right, there's 4 of us that are probably gonna need pint glasses because everybody else would probably bring whatever mixes. So I got little paper cup, little American red cups and stuff, and I was like, oh, sound. I went into Poundland and I got 4 best dad ever glasses. Sorry, and I love them. The quality. I'll put a picture on the Instagram. You can see them. I'll put all 4 on the picture as well. Quality. Everybody looks at me like, what the fuck's going on? You panicked.
Can you upload each one separately?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But different angles or the same? Same.
I think all the same.
All the same, yeah. Maybe have our initial on which one's which.
He'll label them 1 to 4.
Yeah, one. Oh, not even our initials.
No.
Okay. I say that. Well, we're obviously 1 and 2, aren't we? And then the other boys can be the last 2.
I didn't even use one.
Oh, did you not use it in the end?
No.
Oh.
I know. Heartbroken. I didn't have a Guinness.
Oh.
I know.
Well, it didn't work very well with the nitro series, did it?
Oh my god.
Bigging it up.
Glorified pourer.
Yeah.
God's sake, like a little teaspoon.
I know, I thought he'd been bigging it up for weeks as well. And then first one I went, and then he went, I hadn't even turned it on halfway through the pint. For fuck's sake, mate. Oh, it was brilliant. But yeah, it was such a good day. But yeah, you couldn't get in, so then
What'd you call me?
you could sorry mate, I didn't mean that one, that were horrible.
Right. You said it twice as well.
I know.
Prick.
But you couldn't get in. Free. And then we were about. I was like, right, my mate kept coming over to me, and this is when it became a nightmare because we started losing everybody, like later on. But I was getting on to why we started losing people. So my mate came, James, yeah. So he came over to me and he went, right, well, you know, like, oh, do you want to go to Wharf Cross Road? And I was like, no, stay here, mate, stay here. It's nice. You know, everybody's coming, people still come in. They come over and ask me again. I think he asked me another couple of times, and I said no every time. I was like, I just want to stay here. The lad just fucks off with everyone. I just see people start walking off, and then somebody went, they're leaving. And I went, no. I've told him 5 times or not. And I laughed about it at first. And then he went, no, they're leaving. And then I looked at you all across the cobbled brick road, whatever, bridge. And I was like, oh yeah, they're not coming back. And they're not getting back in if they try to. So,
no.
Heartbroken. So people were laughing at the front because about 25 people just left. So 25 people were getting in at front. So, you know, they were loving it. I weren't loving it.
No.
I went over, I made a few comments to Adam, and I was like, well, now I've got to follow through with it. And I went over to him, and then I literally said to Adam, I went, I'll go over, he'll say 2 things to me, and I'll calm down. I went over, had my piece, and he made a little joke about it, and I calmed down. And then I was like, please, I don't want to smoke. Because I'd been saying so, I was like, I need to say it. But then it just became very much like, I thought we were going to Oast House, and then I got told we were going to Stevenson Square. I ended up in Stevenson Square. Half the group ended up at Oast House, because that was the original plan. And it just very quickly became messy, and I felt real bad because I wanted to spend it with everyone, but I couldn't. And it was just like,
You became the Pied Piper, James.
yeah, everybody started following.
I forgot as well that some of the lads went to go watch football.
Yeah.
Did you have this conversation? Have you had any of this conversation with the lads?
About where they were going to go or something.
No, they went to watch football, and then James spoke to him while they were watching football and said, football's on at the Wharf.
We lied.
Yeah. Straight up.
Why did he speak to them?
I don't know.
Jim
The boys
maybe.
came over and they were like, where's the football? And I was like, I don't think it's on. And they were like, oh, we've come over because we got told football was on here.
That's why Jim said to me later on we weren't bothered about football anymore. I thought he just wasn't bothered and he just gave up because he wanted to come back with us.
No.
Oh, that's well
No.
annoying.
And then they started watching it on a phone.
Well, the thing is, if we'd stayed in the place that I wanted to stay in as well, football did come on. So I think James has said that at the wrong time and then just started trying to get people to come over. So I don't know why he's done that. That's crazy. Yeah, bit of a big one, that one. Bit of a, I don't know, bit of an annoyance, that. But it was still a really good day. I had a really good time.
Stevenson Square. And we were at Oast House.
Yeah, so I ended
Good
up being
time,
there.
Oast House as well.
I know.
Like, we can have a bit of a side-by-side experience if you want.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I
Um,
sat on benches and drank. There we are. That was my.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
We sat all in one group.
Yeah, well, we kind of like met the other group that like I know and stuff like that, and it's kind of like joint birthday thing. So we sat with them, like kind of like away from us. And Leon messaged me and he went, "There's a really sexy birthday boy next to me or something." Because I was sat there saying, "I love that. That was so funny."
Nice.
I just turned to him, give him a massive smile, and then went to toe with him. The rest is history.
Ho, ho, ho.
Didn't really, guys.
Well,
I did it there and then.
I got some food
Yeah.
from Hattie's.
I'm sorry to say that, mate.
Mate, we're a gyro. We're really good.
Hatties is really nice.
And I told Liam. Well, I didn't even tell Liam. Liam was like, "What should I get?" And I said, "I'm getting a gyro." And he went, "What's that?" So
Just put it
I
into perspective.
explained it to him. Yeah, I said like you can get like a doner one or like a
Yeah.
chicken one or whatever. What you're putting in perspective.
I was just gonna say Liam is a very sheltered man in some ways, and like he'd only tried doner meat a year ago, and he hated it. So like just trying to put in perspective, he tried oysters running. I've not even tried that to be fair. No, I've tried it with mussels, something like that. No, it was oysters, and he basically he's just a very like English man.
Yeah.
to put it the best. Like he just like goes on holiday and has chicken nuggets and chips. I feel like he's getting better, to be fair. But anyway, he had the gyro.
He was baffled. He ordered it, and then he was watching it get put together, and it was like I took him like front row seats to a basketball game. He was like, "Whoa!" Yeah. He was
Tennis.
like, he turned to me, whipped his head. I'm surprised he didn't get whiplash just by that. And he went, "They put chips in it." I went, "Yeah." And
Is that extra?
yeah, well, he was like, "Oh, okay." And boss man were like, "Oh, do you want salad?" And he was like, "Nope." They were like, "Oh, what sauce do you want?" He was like, "No sauce."
What as it comes, please.
And then I honestly think he was a little bit pissed off because he looked at me. He got it. He looked at me with the most stern face, and he went, "How am I going to eat this?" I went, "What do you mean?" He went, "It's too much here." I was like, "Well, I don't know, leave it. Like, don't eat as much as you can. You're complaining because you got a big portion." He's like, "Don't know how I'm going to eat this." I was like, "Mate, I don't know."
It's kind of not your problem at that point, is it? The
Yeah,
only
yeah.
problem you had was telling him what to order.
And then I ate my own. I didn't even tell him what to order. I just told him what I was getting. And
Oh.
he was like, "Is it good?" I was like, yeah, I like it. I was like, "It's like a wrap and it's got meat in."
Flipping,
And
well,
he was like, oh, I don't know what to get. I'll have that, please.
just to tell you like what he's done as well today. He's messaged like the chat with me and a couple of the lads, and he's gone. He sent just a picture of a gyro, right? And I instantly saw it, and I went, oh, and anyway, sent a picture of that, the gyro, and I was like, at first I thought, why is he searching up Donna on Reddit? And then I realised, oh, it's just on Google.
Yeah.
But he's Googled mixed gyros.
Was he explaining what he got?
So he put it, and I instantly saw it, and I was like, I know I'm about to hear the story now about the fact he's had a gyro. And he went, I ate something like that on Saturday, not sure if I told you. Like, it's a big revelation, right?
That's what I mean. He was baffled.
But to be fair, you did tell me the story as well, because it's that funny. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I mean. Like, for some reason, this is like the biggest thing ever to him, right? And then I went, yeah, you told me about it. You told me the story. It was so funny. And he went, this is his words. It tasted good, but stomach was in bits after, but that couldn't have been the beer. That could have been the beer and not eating much. And then he went, we passed a Rolex shop on the way to meeting you guys. So I said, and he quoted himself, oh, it's the Rolex shop. I know where we are now. And he went, I thought it was a 10 out of 10 myself. And stopped laughing.
I did find that really funny, yeah. I forgot that he said that.
I told the lads at work, and I was laughing, and they went, what? And I was like, oh, because, like, it's just meant to be because he's just saying, like, oh, wow, I know where I am because of Rolex. Like, rich boy over here.
He did. Yeah, that's what he did. He did do that.
He's class, Liam. He's so funny.
He was baffled by a lot of things.
Man.
But we went to Oast House, and there were like 5 of us, and then loads of other people came. There was a point where there were 2 groups at Oast House, one on each side of the stage. The live music was really good, actually.
It looked good from the bits you showed me. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and they were like proper, like, it was like being at a little concert.
That's cool.
And the beer were cheap, lines were short, there were bars outside.
What was your? You were doing what?
And I didn't go to the bathroom, so I can't comment on them.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was good and it was lively. The word of the evening was active.
Yep.
So apparently it was active.
I kept getting told to go outside in areas because it was active. And I was like,
Yeah,
just trying to talk to everyone. Just give me a sec.
it's active, mate.
Yeah.
And then we realised that no one was following us. And some people didn't want to leave Oast House. And we went with the main boy. Because we knew you weren't going to leave. So we were like, we're going to have to go, I think.
Yeah. I did feel bad because it was the fact that I'd already gone to Stevenson Square and I was like, well, I'm not going to go back now.
You got played by the best.
I did. I didn't really know what was going on. I got confused. I was worried. A little bit weak came out.
Yeah, it was baffling. And then ever since then, mate, I think I couldn't tell you where I were half the time. I think I got there and I was at Sound of Knowledge. Then I was outside. Then I was next to Affleck and Brown. Then I was in Cane and Grain. Then I was outside Cane and Grain. Then I was in Affleck and Brown again.
Yeah. There was a lot going on.
I think a lot of it was I was trying to work out how to get everyone together, and it was confusing. And then someone tried to kill themselves.
Oh yeah, and I thought I know this is not something to take the piss out. I didn't believe you. I thought you were like, what? I was like, oh, are you on about like somebody just said it's a joke, like somebody's not happy or something like that, like is it a little mess around comment? And then you're like, no, someone's trying to kill themselves. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Road closed off, fire engines, police. And they didn't close it off very well because I would have stood there looking at this person wobble at the top of like a 5-story car park.
Scary that, mate.
And I've seen a lot of videos on the internet. I'll tell you that for free right now. When I'm stood there and I'm looking at someone, I'm like, if they fall, they're going to splat.
That's not nice.
I was a little uncomfortable. I did take a picture. But
Of the situation.
Just to like show people that it existed.
Yeah.
I don't think that's disrespectful, and they didn't die, so that's fine. Like I think they got down because there were no marks on the floor, and they opened up the roads, so I think the person was captured or whatever. I probably think the most disrespectful thing I did. It's not the picture.
Oh God.
It's
oh God.
that I edited it. Just to make it a little darker. Just then it looked more like Batman. Before I showed people. I thought that was cool. Maybe I'm the reason that they got down.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they heard that I called them Batman.
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna carry on.
Maybe they realised they are the hero that Gotham needs.
Where were they based? Like, where was it?
What do you mean? Where were they based? At the top of a car park.
Yeah, which car park? I'm thinking of the area, so I'm thinking, oh, what could
next to across the road from Affleck and Brown.
So that's Stephen Square area, isn't it? Like Northern Quarter, isn't it?
Yeah. It was like next to you. Like if you went outside, you'd have seen the police.
God, yeah, I don't think I want to.
You probably were outside and just didn't notice the police.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to walk round to get, because I went to go get James because I got a text saying that he was drunk. So I think Danny was bothering about him, so I went to go and get him.
Where did you find him in Cane and Grain?
Who am I finding?
James. Where did you find
Affleck and Brown.
Affleck and Brown. Right. Yeah, I feel like I've lost track of parts of it because I feel like I just started getting mixed up. I went to Yarn and Coop thinking it was Cane and Grain at one point.
Yeah.
And I think I'd arguably do that sober. I just wasn't thinking. Probably wouldn't have done. I probably would have Googled it. But yeah, I think it was just becoming a bit of a stress. But it was a good time. I had my cousin shout abuse at me in a taxi. Just started lying to the people in the taxi with us. Just started saying horrible things about me. And I was like, well, that's just not true.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I felt like there was a lot of being thrown at me that day. People coming up and asking me questions and stuff.
Poor boy being the centre of attention.
I know. Normally I love it.
I know.
But I think what it was stressful because everybody would come over and say, where are we going? And then I was like, well, I'll be honest, I'd probably say somewhere and then James would just walk off somewhere. So, sorry, James, but it's true, mate. God knows where you would have gone next. So,
yikes.
I feel like I just didn't really know what was going on. But it was a really good day that I still really enjoyed it. And James messaged me the next day and he was like saying thanks for organising stuff. I was like kind of like thank you for doing it as well because we went where you wanted to go. But I did mean it though because I had a good time.
Thanks for organising it. Sorry we didn't follow any of it.
But like the fact that my only two things I said was three things was Duke's 92, Oast House, and Northern Quarter by the end, and I got two of them in. I just didn't go to Oast House, so it's a bit gutting. But
you barely got Duke 92.
To be fair, we were there quite a while. I didn't think we were going to be there as long, so I think it made it a bit better. But yeah, we were waiting as long as we should have been because the wharf. And then I think I was more good because we went to the wharf and it wasn't even sunny because it was all shrouded over at that point. It got better, but yeah.
I had people telling me they were cold.
Yeah, and I was there, and I think people said to me, and I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm like, because we can't go back in Dukes now because they're gonna have to wait for another 30 people to walk out.
Yeah.
You know, and they've already got the right idea. The people they're trying to reel people into the wharf at this point. It's not sunny. But it was good, and obviously got quite drunk by the end. And yeah, I had tequila shots as well. I think I've come to terms that tequila shot might be my favourite shot now. Used to hate it from like the second attempt I ever had of it. For some reason, that's now the one that I can have the most easily because of the lime and stuff like that. So, really helps.
Does Fireball count?
As a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If you have it,
I'd probably say Fireball's my favourite.
Really? You were enjoying that though, weren't you? Did you have after yourself?
No one touched that. Yeah, that was just me.
Nice. That was before you went out. Fair play, mate. Mate, actually, hang on a minute.
could
We weren't
drink
in there
JD
that
like it's
long.
nothing.
Yeah.
I could drink Jack Daniels. I could drink a bottle of Jack Daniels and probably still be all right.
I'm quickly becoming a bit of a fan of Jack Daniels after the wedding as well. It's good stuff.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I've liked it since I was young, since I was a wee babby.
Wee
It's
babby.
been my drink of choice since I was 18. 18.
I was going to say that could be related to a topic later on.
I can't think.
The baby thing. But that's fine. We can talk about that later.
Okay.
It'll make sense when you go. Now you're going
Thank
to have
you.
to watch the episode.
Yeah, now that little teaser for you. Yeah, I can drink JD like it's no Fireball, or maybe I can do a Jaeger quite easily, I think.
To be fair, I can do a Jaeger quite easily, but I think do I prefer tequila? I think a Jaeger I can do it, but I just feel like I'm a bit like, ugh. You know, because it's the energy drink.
Actually, I've changed.
Tequila
I
Rose
think
and
I'm
Baby
gonna call
Guinness
you-
are the best.
I was going to say, you don't mean Tequila Rose, do you? Right, okay.
I'm on about hardcore shots because, to be honest, Tequila Rose and Baby Guinness don't count.
Yeah, no, I
But
agree.
they're nice. You know,
Yeah,
tequila's nicer than things, but not nice.
I hate tequila.
Yeah. I
With
don't
a
blame you.
passion.
I've trained myself to be alright with it again.
I don't know what. Yeah, I've just realised that tequila's horrible. I don't know why I haven't clocked on to the fact that you're saying it's probably your favourite shot. That's Despicable Me 3.
Just become me free. Still the Moon. Or is that number 2?
I don't know. I don't think I've watched a full Despicable Me film.
Really? That's despicable.
I think so.
I've watched the Minions one in cinema. I'd
The-
say
a
one watching now.
Minions
It's not.
film?
Yeah, it's just Minions.
Is that like penguins from Madagascar?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think we can say that.
Okay.
They're just not. They're just yellow. I mean,
I just know one's called Bob.
yeah,
This is a good chat. Shall we move topic?
yeah. Sorry, birthday amazing, really fun. I think that ended pretty bad. I just went, yep. But yeah, it was really, really good there. And then we came back and Matt was conked out on the settee. Sam's bed was uninflated.
I realised that I probably could have given him that mat, my workout mat, to lay on.
Oh shit! Yeah, don't tell him that. We won't tell him that. We'll think
No.
about it. No, he won't watch this. It's fine.
Yeah, no, he won't.
He won't get this far.
He'll be asleep by now.
Yeah. Oh no, he won't because he'll be watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But I came in and I'd like a garlic bread with cheese and like a kebab and stuff, and I was like, we were sharing it and stuff like that, and then I got the garlic bread with cheese. I was like, oh, Ashton might want some, and Emily, and I was like, no, and then I literally put it down and I threw it down, and between Connor and Sam, between them, I'm not joking, mate. Like there was a straight up there were no, it barely even touched the ground, and they'd somehow grabbed 3 slices each. They'd ate it all. We opened the box the next day, checked there was nothing in it to throw it away. And Sam, I'm pretty sure, like a rabbit, he'd like gnawed it around the side, and somehow all 3 slices of the crust were still connected. I just saw them all picking up like this and like proper gnawing it.
That's baffling.
Yeah, so like I looked at it, I was like pissing myself because I was like, the fact that's still connected, crazy stuff.
Okay. Doesn't surprise me, to be fair.
No, he's a unit though. He stays so thin and in shape, but just eats so much food. It really impresses me. I'm very jealous. If I ate like him, I'd be on a TV show.
Okay, all that, have a YouTube channel.
Or have a YouTube channel, yeah. Mukbangs.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we do have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we did start it when we were bigger.
Yeah, and we eat food on it every episode.
we do.
So,
Oh, God.
are we a
Maybe we need to
mukbang
sort it
channel?
out. Yeah, maybe we're mukbang.
I think we're a mukbang channel.
But I feel like they sometimes eat good food we always eat shit porridge.
Sorry, I will start making it again soon.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say it, but if you make it, it's all right.
Okay.
But yeah, so birthday good, 27, old mate,
Old, man.
old. Feel like I've had my midlife crisis 4 times this past 2 years. Midlife crisis, yep. I think I'm fine now. Probably not fine in another couple of months when I'm thinking to myself, I'm 28 in about 6 months. But, I'm happy now, so we'll get on with that.
Yeah.
Right, would you like to do your top eco?
Yeah, I can do.
Dun dun dun. Happy topic.
So, I'm going to tell you the first 2 words that are on my notes for this topic.
Okay.
Autism and ADHD.
Oh no.
Um,
Are you gonna throw? You're not gonna say I've got it, have you?
no. It's all about me, this topic.
Okay.
I don't really have much of a topic for my design scenario this week. But it's because I do work. I have actual job. Do an actual thing.
I have an actual job.
Yeah. And
I do as well. Just I feel like it felt like it was like, but you don't.
No, not being horrible.
But I don't.
And one of my recent jobs, and I say recent jobs, one of the jobs I've had for like the last couple of months is to make an e-commerce website, right? And it has been driving me lally.
Oh God.
But I think it's because I'm just a tit. I think it's because I'm just like pure autistic. So the hard stuff, like custom coding, I did ages ago. So just for perspective, this website has a lot of products. It's an e-commerce website.
Yeah.
For van windows. Right.
Oof. Yeah, I know all about the van windows.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to. There's van window photography work and there's van window website work. Now, the website I was able to put together pretty well, decent timings, but I started getting a bit flustered and stuck because I started adding the products. And I'll tell you right now, it is incredibly boring.
Oh no.
And I just get a bit. When stuff is a bit of a bulk, I try and find quicker ways to do things. And in doing so, I think I take longer doing them because I spend more time trying to work out how to make it quicker and less time doing the fucking job.
Was this the thing with all the files you were telling me about?
Yeah.
Right.
I've
Okay.
tried AI stuff. I've tried creating like a system that like does it for me. I've also done manual labor of just type the title, type description, blah blah blah. But I got bored. So eventually I was able to mangle something together. There is now 867 products on that website.
Yeah.
Individual products. Now, what makes it even sillier for me, it's not actually silly, just for my silly brain, is adding the products. Some vans share the same windows because they share the same body, right? So, like a Vauxhall could share the same with a Volkswagen. So, that product has to display both brands. But the URL at the top will only share one category. It'll only show one breadcrumb. So sometimes I'll click one and it'll be, people will be looking for a Volkswagen window and it'll show up as a VW because that's the first category, that's the primary category. So I have all these stupid little problems to fix while I'm trying to add all the products on. So just been taking the piss. So I feel like I never have any time because I'm still panicking about all the work that I do. Anyway, all the products are on. I was like, I could take a breath. None of them have product images because all of the images have been asked to be custom. So they're not just a picture of the window. They're a graphic of the window and then a graphic of the van that it goes on and a highlight of where the window goes on the van. and then the logo. So I have to create the graphic, then find the van to use, and then highlight the van, and then do that 867 times.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's rough.
I'm getting a bit bored.
Yeah.
So that's why I haven't got a topic this week.
That's fair. Do you reckon you could anywhere near putting the images on? Have you not? Have you only done like?
I'm doing the window. I'm doing the images at the moment.
Right.
The way that I'm doing it is I've created. Again, I've been faffing. I've created a JavaScript code that I can.
Yeah, I can see where this is going already.
So I create the images individually, and they're all in folders, and then I run the code, and it places it all into a Photoshop file, angles them all in the right place, exports them as a Photoshop file and JPEG, and then spits them all out with the SKU as the file name, which is the unique code that each product has.
Right. Okay. Oh God.
And the code makes it all. So now I have the repetitive process of creating the graphics, basically, which I'm currently doing. And then hopefully I'll have that done maybe within the next week. And then I should be able to finish up this thing and move on to something that's probably actually my job. That's graphic design rather than websites, because websites are stressful.
Especially when you start getting all these little things. Cause I think a lot of the times whenever I've seen like people working websites and stuff, and like I'd bits come up to me at work so that I've had to pick up on, it's very much like these things become annoying. Like when you start looking at like kind of like a database within the websites and stuff and all these different things, that's when it starts to get hard, because people change things a lot as well. Like I hope you've not had to do that.
I change a lot of things. I'm lucky to have nice people that I work with, but just for a basic skeleton of how the product catalog works is they have let me think. So they're categorized by make, model, and then wheelbase. So that's all separate. Some of them share windows, so some of the windows will pop up in separate places. So they're called variable products, so they can join under different categories in multiple places. They're also variable in the sense of you can have the same window, but it could have a different tint of glass. So every product also has either green or privacy glass, and you can filter by that as well. And that's all built in the catalog, and this is all built by me. There's no other developer. So here I am. So I'm the front end, the back end, and the troubleshooting person for everything. So I also made the brand. So I'm basically the company. I just don't sell them. But I wouldn't be surprised if I did start selling them.
You're really taking over everything.
Like for example, I also work with a different client who is in the window industry, and they sell the sealant that puts the windows on the vehicles, and I have kind of like shares in that. So when they sell stuff, I get money.
That's cool, mate.
So maybe I'll start selling windows. I don't really want to. I think I could get the opportunity if I wanted to. Don't think I'm not bothered.
Not if you're doing all these other things, because
you have no time. Oh yeah. I don't think I'm going to become an outdoor camper van specialist, but I think I am somehow. But
It sounded cute with a bit of a lisp then, I had to say.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
Thank you. So, yeah, that's me. That's my actual little teaser into my actual life, how I pay to live. All the stuff that seems fun, I probably don't get any money for, so just know that.
Yeah.
But the stuff that actually pays for my life.
So if
is
you call
far
us on
more
01
average.
772
Yeah.
58, start reading up a number, say you can help a child.
Yeah.
Give
So
us
if
money.
you're a musician, contact me. So I
Call me.
have a breath of fresh air. That's my topic. That was just more of a rant about my design life. Thank you.
Okay, well, I think that was really good. I feel like, do you know what it felt like then? I feel like I was about to congratulate you. Do you know, like in a comedy show when they just like clap someone off stage and go, "Oh, you've done really well, mate." You know, like, and then it's like, "Thank you for that," and then I come back on stage.
Like a TED talk.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. But yeah, no, it is interesting, like that stuff, mate, that you do and stuff, and that must be a nightmare at the moment because you do. I know that you do a lot because obviously we do all this as well. But,
Yeah, I'm
you know.
sat over there most evenings.
Yeah. Like, I think this is the thing, like, is like I'm trying to pick up the more stuff, that's why I do the teasers now and, like, learn stuff like that, because then I can do all this stuff, and we'll get into a proper routine that everything will just be done when it is and stuff, and then,
Yeah.
you know, and it'd be good. And eventually, hopefully, like I say, we'll make something from this, you know what I mean? Like, different things.
Just some money.
Just some money.
Just pay for me chicken or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you'd be sorry, wouldn't you? That's
I
what
buy
I
a
mean.
lot of chicken. I buy more chicken than I thought I did.
Yeah.
So pay for my chicken, please. Maybe I'll start a Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah. What, should we have separate ones and then one together?
No, I hate that idea.
Okay.
It's too much work. Well, let's have one together.
Sound. Well, I'll be honest, that's kind of what I was hoping you say. Just kind of what I say, just to check. I would check in the vibe.
Yeah. I barely have enough time now.
Yeah, that's true, right? Yes, on that. Right, so my topic. So, I think I want to talk about inspiration. I think I had a few ideas for different things.
Yeah.
I think. Oh God.
No, I ain't got anything.
Sound. I didn't know if you were going to say something.
No.
So inspiration. So, I feel like I'm the sort of person that like, I feel like there's a lot of people obviously that are like this, but I get inspired by lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said many times how I get inspired and then I never actually do stuff because I'm always like, I get inspired and then I do something and then I'm like, I have all these ideas and then I'm like, do this and stuff. So I think it's like the idea of this is what I saw like someone on Instagram today and I thought it was a really cool idea. And I just think I'm just going to pick up on all these different things and then I think I'm going to start tagging them people in it. I'm going to start doing it a bit myself as well. So this person on Instagram, funny enough, out of everyone, a random one, it was like that Els the Witch.
Yeah.
Right. But she was doing she was just running on treadmill today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously with my amazing new Garmin watch that I absolutely love and I've been getting used to over this past week,
Yeah.
I am going to track everything I do now.
Right.
Everything. Because now I can actually get it all tracked up again and I can start putting everything on the actual Instagram. Because I had a time where I just won't ever use my watch. I charged this today. I've now got 10 days battery life out of it. And that's with the fact that I charge it to like 90% or something. Amazing. The best thing ever. Like, I love it. Thank you so much, mate. So I'm going to be able to track everything and actually do it. But so this video I saw today, it was just a cool little thing of being like, she just ran for the whole of an album. And she just labelled off each song of the album. So she picked an album that she liked. And it was like, ended up being like a 45-minute album or whatever. And she just ran the whole time. And it was just tracking it. You know, the music and stuff. And I really like that idea because I was thinking, with me trying to like get into long distance again and stuff like that and get into like longer runs and stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually, because I do want to do a marathon again. I think next year. I have signed up for the London one if I can. Like, as in I've gone into the Bella thing.
All right.
So that'd be nice if I get that. If not, I'd like to say I'm going to do the Manchester one if I can get onto it, but I need to wait first. So like I feel like just maybe I'll start with doing EPs. Some of my favourite EPs, smaller, move up to albums, and then I thought maybe even I just listen to a concert.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Post Malone's doing like his thingy tour at the moment. I'm just like maybe I'll just put that on like, on YouTube or something and just go on a run. And I think I'll just label off like bits that happen in the song. You know, like I just think I see lots of these videos and I think that's a cool little idea and it's quite fun because like it'll show off the songs I like. And I've said in the past that I wanted to like whenever I was doing a workout and stuff and I'm doing like a video, I'd want to pick a song. So I think that's cool because I could do like an album of listening to it, and I could be like, right, I like that idea.
Yeah.
So I think there's like lots of things like this, and I think obviously we're going Zante next week now.
Yeah.
So I want to get a few workouts in before then, but I feel like in reality I've come to a point where I'm just like, I know I'm not gonna be in the shape that I want to be for this holiday.
Yeah.
So I think I've come to terms that I'm okay with that. Like as in like I'll do what I can do the rest of these next week or two. I definitely lost a lot of weight and I'm happy with it. But I think as soon as I come back and everything like this, like everything, I want everything sorted. Like as in like I'm not gonna skip out on any of these runs and stuff like that I want to do because I do enjoy the runs. I just keep thinking like when we've been trying to do stuff for this, I've been quite busy recently, and I'll come back and I'm like, right, we're doing this, then we're doing the teaser. But now that I'm getting used to being like, right, maybe we'll film on a Tuesday now because we've been filming on Tuesdays and it seems to be working. So it can be like Monday can be like my chill night of going to the gym or going on a run. Tuesday's always going to be the pod, so that'll be my break one. And now then I can know that Wednesday's going to be teaser, but I can go like I did last week and go for a run before we do the, I do the teaser editing and stuff. I think if I can just get to a point where I've got everything, and then I think we'll get bits of other equipment as well. And so like we said about the hard drive, we'll get the hard drive, and then we can both do it. And stuff like that. Because I feel like a lot of time, like one of us is waiting for the other to like do things, and it's like, but if we just both have all this stuff, then I can like go away, do all the thumbnails, do all this and this, load up the YouTube and stuff like that, and you can do the Spotify, or even if I can do the thumbnail and then be like, right, you're loading up to here, can you do this at the same time? So what I'm saying is inspiration. I feel like it's just such a good thing because the amount of things I see, and it does genuinely inspire me. But I need to really be like, right, that's inspired me now. Go and do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go and do that tomorrow. Put a date on it. Put it in your schedule. You are going to do this plan tomorrow. You're going to film it. If it doesn't work out too much, you filmed it. Throw it on. You know what I mean? I keep trying to start myself up for it because I do keep getting like a bit like. I think my problem is, and I keep saying it, it literally is. I did that one little post of an intro, and then I'm just like, I keep thinking, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And I keep saying I'm going to do it next week, and I keep saying it, and it's real bad. And I'm just gonna stop now, and once it's on, it's on.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop saying that I'm going to do it. I'm going to just put it on, and then once it's on, it's going to be a free flowing thing. And if it's not, I'm just going to shout at myself and be like, come on, because you are going on these runs. You're doing this stuff. I've got my watch, like I say, I can track it. Also, I've got an amazing, if you can see that, new Fallout Pip-Boy thing. Love it. Best thing ever. It's quality. You can see my heart rate. What's my heart rate saying? No, you can't. I think I've got it on the other option. 1 second. I think it was the other one that said it.
Mine's 66.
Oh, God. Oh. I'm obviously getting nervous and warm because I'm 84, mate. I'm 83. I've calmed down. Let me just... 83.
Nice.
But, yes, I'm obviously getting a bit flustered talking about this, but... But yeah, I just think I keep seeing all these things that inspire me. That thing really did inspire me today. I just thought it was a cool little video, and I think I'm just going to keep saving all these different things and be like, right, you're going to do that. You're going to copy it, and just own the fact you're copying it because it's a fun little idea, and you respect the fact they've done it.
So how's it done? I'm trying to picture it in my head. Is it like a snippet of each song?
So she literally filmed herself on the treadmill for 45 minutes, it looked like, right? And she was running. Either she did that or she stopped recording. But I'd like to say she did the whole time because that's what she said.
Yeah.
And she just played through the album, and it was just like a snippet of that song, like in the middle of it, or whatever. And then it was like right in the next song, and it just had a number on it, like track 1, and the name of it, and then it goes track 2, the name, and it was just like a 2 or 3 second clip of each song. You know what I mean? Well, probably about 5 seconds really.
Where's the camera?
Just on the treadmill. So I think I'm just
in front of her.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna go out on a run, and especially while it's summer, I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna keep going to the park. I'm going on the park run. I really enjoy that run, and if I do keep doing that and getting fast, it'll be good for Saturdays, during the mornings and stuff like that. So I'm gonna stick to it and do all this. And one of the things that I really do get love as well at the moment, which I really am trying to learn. I keep seeing people doing angles for the videos. So I've followed a lot of people that are like. Do you know, filming stuff?
They show you how to do the angles.
Yeah. And I feel like, because I've never really been into that, as in knowing about it, and I'm learning more with the pod and stuff like that, and seeing you do stuff, and then I'm editing and stuff and learning things, and I think it's good to see because I'm like, right, I just think there's so many ideas that people have, and people are so talented with these things, like cooking and stuff. And that's another thing. I look at how they film stuff with cooking, so I'm gonna get little pieces of equipment. I think little holders and stuff, little tripods and stuff like that, and I'm gonna have it set up.
You're gonna have a top down.
Yeah, stuff like that. Maybe just have like a little thing there. But I think that'd be cool. But yeah, that was my little thing. I just wanted to talk about like that really. Just saying like about little bits of a plan with that. Um, yeah, being inspired is a very good thing, very powerful thing. You just got to act on it.
What would you say your like? What inspires you the most? Is it seeing someone else do something? Is it? I can like list some off if you like.
Yeah, I would say that, but I'm more intrigued about what the other things you're going to say if you've got them.
Like
Seeing
you could like
success.
see someone else. Yeah, see success. See someone else do something. Or just like maybe like music, just in general. Like I feel like music picks me up quite a lot. I've gone a week without my AirPods and I've been fucking miserable.
Mate, I've not been able to have my headphones on for a good couple of days now, and it is shit. I'm not music. I feel like we bond over music though, don't we? We like really do like music.
I think it's fine to say this one. If you've done something good and like someone is impressed by what you've done, so like appreciation from someone else could be good motivation.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or like I feel like you can feed off
Other
people sometimes.
I can definitely do that. I think I'm inspiration for me is very much I'll see something. So maybe this is a good way to put it. So like I think it relates to what I was saying as well. Inspiration for me is very much like I'll see something, I'll be inspired. But if I do something with someone else, I'll do it and be inspired. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this is why I need to do what I'm doing with the other people. Like if we were doing something, I'm inspired by the fact that we're working together and we're motivated. Like it motivates me as well. But I think inspiration, it motivates me to an extent, and then I'm like, oh, where do I go with it? And then I kind of catch myself a bit like, oh, you know what I mean? But if it's me and you doing something or like somebody else, I'm always like, right, we're doing this together, and it's good. I just work well in a team. I feel like I do find it quite hard to be individual in things sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I feel like as much as we say like I am a bit of a character. Like you know when I'm with my friends and stuff like that. Like I am like good at like keeping a room whatever with my mates and stuff because I feel like it's probably because they're all just shouting at me and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm good at like being like that and like chatting to them because of my mates and stuff obviously and like other people I think I'm quite confident. But I think then when it's like breaking it down to like being like right you want to show your work off, it's quite hard sometimes. But I'd say that like I do get inspired very highly from seeing people do stuff. Not even success, just seeing people do cool things that I find cool. I think it's probably my best one. But definitely like I'd more likely to do things if me and you were inspired by the same thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I need to try and balance, get a bit of a balancing act. I think it is. Bit of yin and yang.
Do you think you're more inspired by like people's end goals or like people's journeys? So like
That's good questions these.
Yeah. So what inspires you more? Like seeing some chubby lad running. Like, you know, he's like lost 10 pounds. He's not like fucking ripped. Or seeing someone's like end goal and explaining how they got there.
It's a big question that, mate, because I don't want to be boring and say both. Because I feel like
Yeah, that is boring.
yeah, so you know what I mean? I feel like it is very much like I see it differently. I feel like the end goal. No,
Yeah.
right, okay, so I feel like the end goal mainly. But once I know the end goal, I then get obsessive and want to know how they've got there.
Yeah.
So I think the initial step is the end goal for me because I'm like, whoa. Like David Dobrik's video. When we saw that. If I'd seen that the other way around, like I don't know, because I did enjoy it, because we watched it bit by bit, didn't we? When we saw the journey, then we saw it at the end, and that was very inspiring. In long form content, the whole thing. In short form, want to see the end, then have a quick breakdown of what the journey was. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
I think that makes sense. But like,
like imagine
I love a Rocky
David Dobrik's
montage.
story. What?
Yeah, I love a Rocky montage.
Yeah.
That's the build up. I've said it right. The journey. I've said it right. There we are. The journey. But I see Rocky like doing a bit of skipping. Turned on. Locked in. Sorry, go on. David Dobrik's story.
Yeah, but like you only saw like the first 40 minutes.
A David Dobrik's story.
Do you think that'd be as inspiring?
Oh Okay, right. Well, you've just thrown a bit of a spanner in
Because
the
that's
works
the
then.
journey.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, not the end goal. I take it back. End goal. But it
So,
was a
like,
Rocky montage.
With the fat lad running,
Mm.
that's not his end goal. Like if you see a guy and he's like pushing towards, and you see like where he's come from, but like he's not looking how he wants to yet.
Mm.
He's
But he's
like
still
he's
done
like
something.
follow me on my journey. Does that make you want your own journey, or do you feel more motivated by a guy who's chiseled to the bones and he's like, I used to be fat, man?
Probably the end. Yeah, probably the end. Would you say the same? I'd say the end, but I do like to see the journey, and I like to be happy for people on their journey.
Yeah, I think a lot of my motivation, I think, comes from a bit of an egotistical point of view. I'm not bothered about the end goal as much. I'm more bothered about proving people wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
do get like that sometimes.
I like to be like, you said I couldn't do it.
It's a bit of a boost, isn't it?
Yeah. So one of the things that really tickled my pickle the other day was I saw a TikTok and it had one of those classic beats on where it's like ba, 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 da, da, with the like voiceover, and he's like, oh, I said I was going to do this, and mate, he's crazy if he does that. And it was a guy who started running because his mum died. Proper depot, this one. Proper depot. He started running because his mum died, and he said he's gonna get the record for fastest across Australia.
Yeah.
And like, he's not like an ultra runner, he's not built like one or nothing. He'd have to run 2.5 marathons a day to do it.
That's crazy.
He documented it all, and people were like, "Oh, he's full of shit. Oh, he'll never do it. He's disrespecting the name." There was one guy who flew out from the UK to Australia while he was doing the run because he didn't believe he was doing it. He thought he was faking it. And the guy from the UK followed him for like the next 2 weeks. And the guy who was running it, said, "Mate, you're going to follow me for the next 2 weeks. I wonder what you're going to say when you've watched me run every single step of this."
That's giving me goosebumps, mate. I love that. That's proper sent me out.
Oh, and he did it as well.
That's quality. Imagine we just turned around and he didn't do it.
Yeah. He failed it. Quit halfway through.
Didn't even do the days that he was
Like,
watching.
sick. And like, he's just this little lad who's just been like, yeah, and I said I fucking ran it every day, like that.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. And he was just a guy.
That's quality. That I love that.
Someone like on like a news reporter came up to him and were like, "What are you gonna do when you've finished?" And he went, "Probably gonna have a cigarette and a beer."
You know what? The honesty as well. Fair play. I love
what
that.
a guy. And I was like, "That's fucking sick."
Yeah, that is good.
And then I
get
danced
that.
around the apartment and went on a run. So
Nice. Well, there you are. Inspired.
yeah,
I like it. So I think that's been quite a good topic then.
yeah, I'd say proving people wrong
It is
is
a
my
good one.
inspiration.
Probably arguably now you've put that into the world. That was like a lot of my drive for the marathon and stuff. You know, stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah,
And don't say it.
and I don't want to.
Yeah, I think that can be next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that's obviously become a very yeah.
don't worry about it next week.
Yeah, we're going really well, but yeah. Anyway,
So
a couple more things. So that's my topic done. So a couple of quick things I'd say. We're cursed with lifts.
we are cursed with lifts. I'm getting a little worried on timings. We've been talking for quite a while. I'm sorry, guys. I only usually do it once an episode. Yeah, we have 5 minutes.
Oh, right. Well, we'll knock it up quick then.
Okay.
The lift curse.
The lift curse.
So in the last apartment,
Yeah.
one of the lift never worked after like the first week of us being in, if that, and it kept
Yeah.
coming off. And then I like it. And then I noticed speed on that. Oh, it got a little bit sexy belly out. And then abs. And so so that was like the lift thing, and that kept going down. And then now we've had broken lifts here as well. What's going on with the lifts?
I'll tell you what's crazy, and I read the emails. No digs, but I do. I read all the emails that I get.
They never come through.
Ben says they don't come through. I got an email, and it's about the second lift that's broke. They said they're going to fix it next week. They've contacted Savills, who apparently will fix it.
Oh God.
So I think it's Savills.
That's
Because that's who used to manage the last building, and the lifts were shit there as well.
Yeah, so we've been gaslit.
We're being gaslit by Savills, yeah. So
For now.
little
God, it's
fools.
a bad name, really, isn't it?
I know. Build it. Savills Property Management.
Yeah, well, they definitely don't fix it, so.
No, they don't fucking fix it. Good point.
So that's that one thing, and then the other thing, the last very quick thing.
Yeah.
Because I said about the baby stuff. I think we're gonna try and do the teaser this week in the baby thing that we keep seeing
Oh,
on
the
AI.
baby trend.
Yeah,
because we're marketing experts.
We are, and I want to try and see if I can do it. I've been looking at. I'll do it today for literally 2 minutes, and I think I've got somewhere with doing the picture and stuff. And now I need to try and edit the AI and stuff, which I'll do once we got the clip through tomorrow. So I can do the teaser, then try and do it tomorrow. So that'll be quite fun. Hopefully, you guys will see it if it's worked out well. If not, you might just get a picture of us as babies.
Yeah.
You'll get something.
One of the two.
The exciting stuff, mate. Imagine if the babies got beard. Oh, our babies will have beards.
Yeah.
Our babies, mate. Sorry, not our babies, but you know what I mean. Us as babies.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if they got beards. Maybe I'll shave it all off so I don't. But yeah, so I think that's
did that.
You know, yeah, you did, didn't you? To be fair, it's worked out well.
It's alright.
So you got your Italian beard. Is it Italian? You said
Yeah.
style you've gone for. Is that what you tried to do?
I thought about it, yeah, and I thought because I shaved it, I was very sheepish the last time I did it, and I did a little bit of a fade on my beard, and I thought I can do an Italian beard, and then I nearly cut it all off. So
Right. Well, think about it. We should probably do that. First time. So I feel I can get the consistency a bit better nowadays.
yours better than mine.
Well, I'm hoping not because I thought I'd give you the better one.
Okay. So is this considered good consistency? Is that what we're saying?
Better than it's been before.
Okay.
So maybe mine is better. So I've done. I think we've done a bit of a returning. I don't want to say a favourite. I suppose you did that. You did it, so maybe it was a returning favourite.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jam again, but I thought I'd do it again. Because to be honest, the co-op near us has been quite empty. And I had it in. So
hacking.
yeah, and it is overnight, but I don't even put. But it is with water, so hopefully it'll be alright. 3, 2, 1. Way. Are we doing it again? Just go with
3, 2, 1.
Right, Sam. If I could do that, then I just can't answer it. Right, a switchy tradie brady. Yeah. Oh no!
I can't have it as well.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I just got a bit of bum juice in it. It's fine.
Oh, I need my spoon back.
Yeah. And then chin chin.
Okay.
Get a bit of peanut butter. Right.
I don't know.
Sorry in advance.
I'm gonna get a big scoop.
Yeah, that's peanut butter.
Right.
Okay, that looks a bit pewy. Cheers.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Right, what was you saying, Mike? Right. I do it every time, but you know what? This time I'm backing it. That's quality. I really like that.
This one's a nice one.
Yes! Come on. Up the boys. I think you need to show your little leg thing. Your little smiley face. I wonder if it's showing up at any point. I kept looking at it. Nice. It's good, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna eat it though.
I thought you might not do, but I thought I was going to like it. I thought I might have 2 portions, but not today.
Okay.
I'm giving it an 8. No. So, It's a bit standard, I feel like, to give it an 8. Is the only thing. But it is good. 7.5.
I'm gonna go 7, which is the highest I think I've ever given one of yours.
Yeah. It's good though, isn't it? Probably mixed in well.
Yeah, I like it.
I might do it just with water in future. Let's just fit this. Yeah. That is good. Dribbled.
Oopsie.
Oopsie. Right, shall we end it there? Okay. Got over to eat.
Whoa.
Sorry, you actually do enjoy this one, so I feel like maybe you take this one on your own. Oh, hello. We're doing it together.
Yeah, we can do. If you want.
Yeah, you saying it. Okay, ready?
3.
Oh, God.
1.
Gotta love to eat. I got Spider-Man cake, I got my watch, I got money, I got a Spider-Man Lego, I got a lot of Spider-Man stuff, I got a Spider-Man toy, I got balloons from you that you set up, like everyone set up for me, which was lovely, Spider-Man stuff, everybody loves Spider-Man one for me, my sister's bought me some Bag for Life at Spider-Man, I'm going to get it soon, money, got a good time. Anyway, Maurice time. So I feel like I can get the consistency a bit better nowadays.